Okay, so welcome to the Entrepreneurs Marketing Club. I'm Dale Thomas, and today I'm going to be talking to you about small, medium businesses and how you can change or increase your business through the different strategies that we're going to offer. Okay, most businesses we speak to have a few, if not hundreds of reasons, excuses why they struggle. It's the economy, it's the customers, it's our suppliers, so on and so forth. Over the next few videos, I'm going to offer you free advice and tips to help you lunge forward your business, and it will quickly become apparent that it all lies in your hands. You have the power to warp speed your business into a rich, profitable company. You may be thinking of starting a business or have a business that's struggling, or simply the business or earnings from your current model are not meeting your expectations. Good news, you've come to the right place. Now, I'm a very straight talker. I say what I see. My style of presentation may not suit everyone. Sometimes I can speak quite quickly, but also I'm in business too, and I already understand that time is the only resource you can't get any more of. So I'm going to blast through this information. Please feel free to pause, rewind, take notes, listen again. All the information I'm going to go through is a combination of techniques, tools, strategies that I've used on my very own business. These have been, acquired through, quite frankly, a trial and error format. I've spent thousands of pounds on things that simply don't work. So all I'm going to talk to you people about today is the stuff that does work, and also the priority, the order in which we're going to do them. I've grown one of my companies from 20,000 in year one to 2 million in year three. You can do the same for your business, no matter what industry you're in. Trust me, when I was searching for the solution, when my business just wasn't going exactly the way I wanted it, I was skeptical with these things, but they work, period. I gave them a chance, so can you. As a SME, you need to get maximum bang for your buck, push for your pound. You don't have these multi-million pound budgets. So we're not going to waste any time or money on things that may work or are less successful. There's some longer term strategies and tactics that we will employ and show you later in the video series. But remember, today we're here to prioritise. So let's start with the things that are most likely to give your business instant gratification. So in this video, we're going to touch on 10 things to increase your sales. There's hundreds, but today I want to concentrate on the first 10, the priority club. What would I do if I only had £100 in my pocket? What would be the first thing I do? You get the idea. Okay, some of these ideas are going to seem strange or new, alien. You may be thinking, I don't know how to do that, or I'm not an internet genius. Don't worry, you don't need to be. I've spent hours of self-teaching, reading, learning. I mean, you could do the same, but what we're trying to achieve in this video is the years of marketing pushed into a few small bite-sized chunks. Think of it like a university degree. It's going to be tough to learn all in a few weeks, but don't worry, not only are we going to concentrate on the key factors to marketing success in these small bite-sized pieces, we'll also show you how to put these things in place step by step. You can watch them, learn, follow along. Trust me, we're there for you. Okay, so let's get straight into this. In every threat, there's an opportunity. The main threat I think most people will agree on at present is the economy. No one's spending any money, right? Wrong. I'm still buying things, so are all you. Maybe we're just getting a bit pickier. The opportunity is that your competitors probably are slowing down their marketing or don't know about these techniques. So we're looking to get the jump on them. Think about 2 years ago, you'd receive hundreds of pieces of the same old marketing. This has slowed up tremendously recently, which means there is less clutter in the market. Think about it, it's actually easier to get your message across to your customers. You can't just start sending anything, the messaging, the format, the type, everything has to be calculated and measured. But we're going to get onto that later down the line. So let's talk about the 10 things. Number 1, pay-per-click. Customers searching for what you have. So, pay-per-click, what can I say? This is a must for any business. I don't care what industry you're in. Pay-per-click is an advertising system run by the internet giants, the big companies, Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, etc., etc. The beauty of this marketing that it's direct to you. Unlike, say, if you had sent out 1,000 leaflets, say about your pizza company, maybe half would get read, half would end up in the bin. The ones that do get read, half would remember it when they got hungry. you're diluting what you've sent. With pay-per-click, the customer is literally entering, searching for that moment what you have to sell or offer. Think about it. How powerful is it? You have these red hot leads straight to your website. Later in the series, I'm going to give you a step-by-step how to implement great pay-per-click without the huge bills. Some people try it without any strategy or help. They get a huge bill landing month one, they switch it off. We're going to talk you through how to implement great pay-per-click. Don't worry, we'll be there to hold your hand. Okay, number 2, direct mail. Direct mail to your customer is still one of the best ways to get through to your customers. Although I'm an advocate of the whole online marketing system, there's 2 quick reasons why you should still be mailing your customers in the post to tell them about your online activities, or it could be a duplication of the same offers in hard copy to back it up. A great example of linking offline and online marketing is QR codes. It's new technology. We're going to talk about that later on in the video series. Very powerful. Okay, the 2 reasons why you should be doing offline as well. There is a percentage of the population that either do not have the internet or are still unsure or untrusting of actually physically purchasing online. So we need to get to them via the post, via mailings. B, where the internet is very cheap and affordable to a degree, mailing out sometimes not. So a lot of your competitors will be cutting back on their mailing. Bad move. The honest answer is now is the best time. Where everyone else is cutting back their mailings, your message should be even easier to see. Remember what I said earlier. Okay, number 3, follow up leads quickly and frequently. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Follow up is huge. Once you've got the customer in the door, so to speak, they're on your website, you very quickly need to build a trust, entice and build a relationship. Research has shown that a customer needs 6 to 10 contacts or communications from you before committing to purchase from you for the first time. So you've got to think about this generation as a courtship with your customers. The basics of this strategy is good customer service with instant response. Okay, but I want to show you how you can put in place automatic systems to do this for you 24/7. As a small business owner, you may not have the resources to man the phones constantly. So imagine this, a Sunday night, your office is closed, someone logs onto your website. A personal message appears for them. Then you set it up so they automatically get emailed a brochure or inviting them to your newsletter. When they sign up for your newsletter, they receive some sort of low value thank you. It could be some advice, a tip, an offer. By the time you get to work on the Monday, that customer's already had 4 to 6 communications, follow-ups. They're ready, primed to buy what you have to offer. Email marketing. Email marketing is cheap, period. Most customers have an email address. It's a great way to keep in contact. It's also quite proactive as there's certain formats you just can't use in hard copy that you can in email. For example, videos, voice broadcasts, hyperlinks, etc. Email's best used for bite-sized chunks of information that are easily digested, that maybe point to more content online. Number 5 we want to talk about, offer free advice. Okay, the instant sale online is dead. Think about how long you spend online on the internet, surfing around, and how long do you actually spend buying something. Chances are you spend a lot of time reviewing a purchase, researching, comparing it against other products, and then only then do you commit to buy. Now it's widely known that only 8% of the population actually base their decision to buy on price. The remaining of us have to be informed and have some sort of trust towards the seller. That's what makes us buy. Free advice does this for you. This could be a free white paper, ebook, online video, extra support, advice column on your website, could be social interaction on the social networks. You get the point. We'll talk about some of those later on. But what this does by doing this is cement your position as an expert in your field, even if only on your local scale. So let's say you're a florist in a small town. You've got a website people can go on, but let's up your expertise. So you could offer to write a small advice column in the local rag about certain flowers, or if you're a garage, it could be you write an article on how to save money on an expensive breakdown. It's going to be good, honest advice, helpful to the reader, but it also gives you the opportunity to position yourself in their minds as the expert. So when such occasion comes, a birthday, they want to buy flowers, pop it in Google, up comes your name. They'll remember by association the article and your expertise. Better still, get those articles, put them on your own website. So even if they didn't read the paper, they're on your website. You give them the chance to once again impression them, give them the benefit of your expertise. It's bred into us to be drawn to experts or people in the limelight. Think about how celebrities make us feel. You can become a celebrity within your field, your location, your your industry. We'll get onto more detail about how later on, but it's powerful. When you're doing this, look at other opportunities to communicate, such as the local community papers, ads. Give them a call, offer to write them a piece. Understand that these smaller publishers, both, A, they get a lot of reading by the local community, so your local business will be seen, and B, the staff are usually pushed to find enough content to fill each issue. Not all the news publications command the multi-million-pound budgets seen at the top of the industry by the national papers. So if you're a florist, offer to write an article on the best type of spring flowers to plant if you're not green-fingered. Or if you're a chiropractor, offer advice on simple stretches and exercises to ease an aching back before it becomes a problem. Or you're a local car mechanic, write a quick 10-point guide of things to check on your car before you start the long journey. You get the idea. It's good advice, it will add credibility and likability. Now, likability is a big plus. We all like to do things with people we like, and this includes buying stuff. Part of the appeal for, say, Virgin products is that we all like Richard Branson. Like it or not, when you see a Virgin sign, you're automatically magnetised towards that brand. You like the company without even realising why. It's to do with that expert likability. Okay, number 6, referral strategies. If you don't have a referral strategy, now's the time to do it. Do it now. There is no better salesperson than one of your happy customers. They're impartial. They will push your products if they've received an extraordinary experience. All you have to do is ask them. So affiliation schemes, or recommend a friend as I call them, they're already being employed by the big companies. You'll see them out there. This is essentially the same thing as a testimonial, but what you're doing is you're asking the customer to be actively involved. I promise you, if you ask them, you will receive. Recommend a friend is a simple way of asking them to endorse you. This could be very simple as just asking them, or better still, offer them something in return, and you will empower your own mini sales force to go forward and speak on your behalf. So, recommend a friend, receive 10% off your next purchase. You get the idea. How much is a customer worth to you? Let's say on a basic level, you're a dentist and your average customer spends £50 a year with you. Obviously, we're not talking about NHS. That's private. It's probably going to be higher than that, but let's leave it at those figures for now. So a customer's going to be worth £500. Why don't you offer each patient that comes in for their checkup a form where they'll receive £20 off their next checkup treatment if they recommend somebody that comes in and joins your surgery? Trust me, you'll be surprised on the take-up. And isn't £20 a fantastic price to get a customer that's worth £500? Think about it. Okay, number 7, offer a guarantee. If you're confident your product and service is exactly what you're offering, guarantee it. In fact, over-guarantee it. Don't go beyond what you can't deliver. But this is reassurance. A guarantee is a safety blanket, and we all need that sometimes. The fact that you know your product or service is exactly what it should be, back it up with a guarantee. This will propel you with your customers. You'd be surprised to find out how few products or services are guaranteed, and that will differentiate you between you and your competitors. It's simple. Let's say you're a carpet cleaner. You could guarantee that you'll get their carpets cleaned first time round, or you'll come back again and again. Well, you're in the carpet cleaning business. You're looking to clean it first time anyway, properly, but just saying it out loud adds reassurance. Another example would be our £10,000 guarantee on our support products. When we offer these detailed programs, we give these 10,000 guarantees that are huge multiples of the cost of the product. The fact is, I know the tools and support you will receive increase your sales by a lot more than that. Multiples and multiples. But what it does is it adds reassurance. Don't be scared to guarantee what you're offering if you know you can offer it. Number 8, SEO. SEO is search engine optimization. This is simply getting your website in order for the search engines to find it. Think of it like window dressing your retail store so that your products are seen in the most prominent places. This is important, but the reason it's down at number 8 rather than up at the top is that it takes maintenance. It's not always instant, and it's not always necessarily targeted trafficking like the pay-per-click stuff where they're searching for exactly what you want, but it's more traffic, and traffic's good anyway. But once this is in place with very little work, it's free traffic coming to your website where we can then use the automated tools to gather those customers in and funnel them into your sales system. Now, this is one area where I would implore you to get an expert involved. There are bits you can do yourself, but this is an art, and people like Google are constantly changing their code, looking for different things, etc. So, keeping up to date and an expert, it shouldn't cost you a lot of money. Quick note, with the SEO, Google are looking for relevance for the searcher. They're not looking to help you sell. That's what pay-per-click's for. Nevertheless, it can be a very important strategy, very important cog in the whole marketing strategy. Number 9, this is quite new, but this is Facebook ads, or Facebook pay-per-click as I call it. Okay, the first thing you need to appreciate very clearly is nearly half the population use Facebook. Half the population. It's fun. Think of social networks as like adult mind candy. It's surprising how addictive these sites are, but it's good news for us. Okay, the power of this type of advertising is that it's targeted, similar to Google, but in a different way. Let me give you an example. Let's say you own a wedding dress shop and you want more customers. We can show you how to set your ad up to appear to, say, just women within a certain distance of your shop, so local women looking for wedding dresses, and their relationship status is engaged. Think about it. You've just targeted your ad down to those people that want what you're selling. They're on Facebook, say, talking to their friends about their wedding plans, blah, blah, blah. Up pops your ad for the local wedding dress shop. It's super ad segmentation at its simplest form. They've done all the hard work for you. They've driven it down so your traffic is specifically what you're looking for. Okay, number 10, talk to your customers. This is a sort of a mix of 2, 3, 4 and 5 all wrapped up. But I've put it in here because it's an important point to this basic strategy. It's far easier to sell to existing customers than new customers. We want new customers, but we're looking to increase. Most people are happy to sell something to a customer, but very few companies realise the power is to actually resell over and over again to loyal, waiting, wanting customers. These customers already know you, they trust you. Best of all, you already know them and what they're interested in because they've bought from you before. So talk to them. First, give me an excuse to re-engage. Give them an option. Maybe think of giving them a 10% off voucher. So they buy something off you, you give them a voucher with their first purchase if they redeem and buy something else off you within a month. The trick to this one is timescale. There must be a deadline to the offer. This entices them in and makes them use it. We'll explain more about this in a later series. With this, use email, mail-in, free advice, videos, social. Communicate to your existing customers. Don't try to sell to them. Tell them, about your products, your new services, news that's going on in the in your company for them. By constantly communicating with them, you'll be in their mind when they want what you're offering. I remember a customer ringing me one day. I recall it well, as it's stuck in my mind ever since. It was like, "Hi Dale, Bob here, David at so-and-so company has just told me you sold apples." Okay, my business wasn't in apples at the time, it was engineering, but it works for this example, so let's use that. Now this was a customer, Bob, who was calling me. He was a regular customer. He bought products constantly. He'd used us for 4 years. Why had he forgotten that we'd sold these apples? How many opportunities had I lost to sell him apples that he was buying from somewhere else for the last 4 years. The point? Do not assume your customer cares or remembers. They've got other things going on in their lives. You need to tell them again. You need to constantly communicate your offers to your customers, even if you think they already know about it. Chances are they don't. They would have forgotten. Let's talk a very brief bit about what to tell them and how to tell them. Okay, you need to tell them the benefits of what you're offering, not the features. Let me explain. I spent years putting together all my glossy brochures, posters, postcards, corporate gifts. One day I looked at them and I realised we were just bragging. Look how great our stuff is. Let me explain. Let's say I was selling the apple. My literature might say, fresh, ripe, green, fresh apples, the best around. What's wrong with that? It only describes the features. Let me rephrase it by telling you the benefits. Same ad, different wording. Headline, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. The freshest apples for your one a day. Live healthy, be healthy. Can you see the difference? Now my customers still know what I sell. I'm selling apples, but they can relate to the benefits that it will provide them. Remember, that's the point. We're here to offer them something they want. And it's easier for them to know they want it if you lay the benefits out. It's quite powerful copywriting. We'll get onto that a bit more later on. Last bit of advice before the end of this quick series that I'll go through. I know I've done the 10 things already, but here's a little extra. If you do not already do it, send a monthly newsletter. Email newsletters are a good start, but eventually we'll talk about a paper one, a hard copy. All be explained later, but start giving it some thought how you can implement that, what you'll put in it, and you'll be primed for later on. So this is the second part of this video. Look out for our others coming soon. We will help you win your personal fight with business in this current recession, this economy. Remember, pass this on to anyone else you feel will prosper from saving or accelerating their business. The fact that you're watching this video already tells me you're in the minority of people that understand that business success is possible. In fact, it's easy with the right tools. Well, thank you again for joining the Entrepreneurs Marketing Club. You won't be disappointed. As I say, we'll be back in contact when there's new and fresh content. We'll keep you up to date. Bye for now.